But mobile money interoperability has nothing to do with our national data center. Paperless port has nothing to do with the national data center. National ID.
Yes.
National ID. Estati Kufo Empens. Na maintenance answer almost say Baumianya here, no ye.
You almost start say with margins group.
And you almost started national ID Kufo and Shasi.
Everybody knows, but card, the current card. Yeah, you usually was started by them.
Miss Remy Bisase, Ebane say. And as a muna musia samuna musha sia. Ye can't say ye babe ye re-registration. Mukutia ya to the extent some boycott or parliament. Ekache Ghana for you now say my uncle Troyendi and your national ID card. Some ampenia pass a mo and a mode buyer. And ya would them pose obiafa, near Momo Shasie, now or expanding it to another level. Anna. Wouldn't you be happy about that? And so mo kutia ye ko demonstration. Mamo boycott parliament. Fa he kosi he obi akotoni din krapwa. Hey. Ye nyani o memu a. Ye refi. Have we forgotten so soon? Said the NDC for attack national ID project ne say omo mpre ehene ha eme nya adwuma. Margins project na no mo ye foreigner registration. Mebwa. Now omo Ghana registration cards now. I know for a fact say as at the time I buy in the crapono, they were going through a procurement process to get a company a national ID no, and their preferred company was not Margins. I mean fancy here. So omakasa mebwa omma meji. They were going through a procurement process at the time.
You take it over
for national ID no.
For Ghana for the no.
For Ghana card registration, no, they were going through a procurement
and they had settled on another company
which was not Margins.
Yeah, but then how is it possible? Because one of the first things Dr. Bawumia's vice president AAA was to convene a meeting of all the stakeholders on Ghana card. In that meeting, some Margins hobby. In the Margins, why was Margins in there?
They had settled on a company which was not Margins. Dr. Bawumia and Frey.
Yes.
And of Frey, all stakeholders. Has nothing to do with what NDC was doing before we came to power. Because the Biobekobia EID a critical component, foundational foundation of any digital economy. Who here say electronic ID no? President Kufuor time. I know. Troka President Kufuor ja hoko ya Kufuor ba enfie ngotwe. Yehu nyomode ye. Troka foreign at the end of the day. Na omo efri ama no ne ba omba beji won card. Na Ghana for yen Ghana for ye nipa dodo na ye sa Ghana card ne anamo be na no mo etufa ho me se no mo aye tender bi ya conclude enye Margins and ananka omode e ma no enti se yen yakwa Margins aba mo nka so no mo de ne bai me de eye me de se Margins ye Ghanaian company na yenya arehemu wo mu some betumi aye se adwuma so yi ama memu nyina ne ye ma won akwanya omo so aye ama ayefe enne ama no nefo kra efre won so omo so ma meboa won se adwuma no eyam ya hohoaho say indigenous company ene ye se adwuma no. Was that their first choice? No. In the same vein eyam ya hohoaho say digital address system Ghanaian company a free fanum and a year. What tin some more kafa who ye introduce no, and I know so murefi. And also man quentia. Did they fight against it?
But is that thing working? A year Juma.
A year Juma pa.
Really?
A year Juma pa.
You use it, sir, up no use.
So many businesses have been built on that. so many of NDC are anchored on digital property, mobile money interoperability, financial inclusion, EID, a digital address system, a tripod. You need to be able to identify your people.
Yes.
You need to know where they live, who they are. Banks KYC near the idea. When ya physical identification of where your people are located, it's almost impossible to do it. And nothing and crop for nan come to kutumi koje loans near the idea na omujira. Ni na kan ho binti na na risk ni high na interest rate ni so
it was wrong.
And ne bank bia or digital address, he knows where you are. So it's provided certainty in the business environment, not just for banks. Utility companies extend a service amawa. Omunim baby awo. Won't mean you. Digital property address system a year jumapa. Registrar General, I'll give you an example. May kun share na juma say ewo ekufu like
yes.
Oko register ewo Registrar Generals na juma or Registrar Generals department. Adding a 10 number MI as is the practice.
Yes.
Ena obey fee. Because of filling forms ni na the digital address ni ade nyina ehim and in the telephone number or why no nya text message. Every Adenta Municipal Assembly say omwe hu say wa register the company na company no wo metropolitan area no enti Honor was over a business operating license be ewo. It will cost him so much. He can pay by mobile money on sending electronic receipt. One call adenta. But because of the digital address they share suno NT. They are linked with they send the notification to Adenta say company be register located in your metropolis. Ni details ni. And they contacted him. And Okotria permit be also tria electronically. And omode ni certificate ebreno. How were they able to know say Adenta Municipal under Adenta Municipal Metropolitan Assembly honor ni businesses no one digital address?
Yeah, but what the Ghanaian people would want to know, for example, they say ebia obika so oba besrame na men sending the location. Google Maps, you can do that and send the location. Can that be done on the Asasi GPS app?
Opa input digital address into the search feature of Google Maps. Said because it is linked to Google Maps.
To Google Maps. Why is our integration?
Inti adwuma de eye bi pa enyumako ahoro a omu use who have designed applications with digital address hundreds. But
is that not why your critics say building that whole Asasi GPS app was somehow superfluous? Because a Jumanka Google Maps ebitimi ayedada.
Pacho Google Maps or address. Uko bank now KYC.
Yes.
And they ask you to give your residential address. How is Google Maps going to help you with that? How is Google Maps going to determine what your residential address or business address is? It can't. It can identify your location based on satellite, whatever it is, GPS technology. Let me identify your location.
Yes.
Now, again, now betro as we address no ewo will form now will fill in so. Mind you, Ghana card bia there's a place for you to indicate what your digital address
Absolutely.
is. And there's a reason for that. When you're filling any form, passports, whatever, you have to indicate what your digital address is. Oko Bank now apply for a bank account. You have to indicate what your digital address is. Bank now has to be able to locate you. Whatever business you're dealing with needs to know what your address is.
Yes.
Near to me, a designer almost may reach you when they need to. And that is why Sir Ejumana is so absolutely critical. And to Mr. Ramo, Even to me, I can try Google Maps. Google Maps is used for all manner of things. But when it comes to identifying the actual address, residential or office location of a human being in this country now, it can't do that. Under our digital address system, every 5 meter square inch of land in this country can be traced. Intimate mehu aha saying address any gate nano address na different. And that's what makes it unique. Timaye belittle the impact of it. Abua amaya formalize your economy. Ye but you so